Right, because you're right. So I need to be looking at here.
It seems like music lovers everywhere have been trying to track this woman down, the one and only Cheryl Lynn. Oh, you're acting like you don't know who this is. One sec. Yeah, that's Cheryl Lynn. You know, with that song that's in the Dance Music Hall of Fame. A smash that would rule in the disco era and jumpstart a career 4 decades and running. And recently, a dance challenge out of Baltimore slid one of her other classics back into the spotlight. Now, for the first time in an interview, Cheryl is telling us all what she thinks of the Encore Challenge. And if you thought Cheryl spoke on this before now, we hate to break it to you, but
it was not me.
Weeks before getting this face-to-face, I tried to set up an interview with Cheryl, and I found out everything you're seeing, from claims that she would host a Tiny Desk concert in 2024 to getting in the middle of a beef between rappers Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. All fake. But instead of being upset about it, it's actually making her think about getting active on social media.
I'll say this. I'll have to get involved. I'll have to get involved. And that's what I'm looking. And I'm going to let you know when I get involved, Randall.
All right, now that we got that out the way, let's get back to the Encore Challenge. And thanks to the Baltimore Strut, people are grooving like it's 1983 again.
I happened to be looking at TikTok, and all of a sudden, I saw Shaggy and Flash.
The challenge got going in the fall of 2023. Next thing you know, it was everywhere. The irony, a song called Encore is getting a bunch of them. But until now, Shaggy and Flash had never had a real interaction with Cheryl. So imagine how it felt to hear this.
Listen, I love you guys. You don't know what you've done. I mean, you've given me an encore.
My heart is singing right now, baby. I'm telling you.
The world and your fans love you.
Yes.
From the moment I dropped that video on YouTube, thousands of comments came in. They're saying, Aunt Cheryl has to see you. They have to see you.
And now that we have her, it's only right.
I gotta ask, have you learned the strut? I mean, where are you at the learning stage? It took me a minute.
But little did we know, Cheryl came for a battle, and she brought not one, but 2 secret weapons. Check out her nieces.
Let's go. Let's go.
Of course, we had to fight back. We danced a lot. I caught my breath, then Tia and Zonta shared with us what it's like watching the song their aunt made before they were born being celebrated today.
This was a personal favorite of mine growing up with Auntie Lynn. So seeing it reoccur like this, and to me, that's just great music.
And now, maybe more than ever, there's no place they can go where Cheryl's music won't find them.
Every time at the club, literally, I be getting my nails done. Every time I hear it everywhere.
It validates what I feel inside.
You
To see the warmth. I feel the warmth of the arms that are around me and the love that's being sent my way.
After an hour-long conversation, strangers, separated by thousands of miles, suddenly became like family.
You know, you auntie forever. You know that? You auntie forever.
Oh, you know, Auntie, this is Auntie C in the house.
Which of course means at some point, a family reunion.
Flash, Randall, Shaggy, y'all are awesome. I love you. I really do. And when I come to Baltimore, when I come to Baltimore, we're going to get together.
But that's exactly what Cheryl's music did and continues to do, bring us together. And that love is so good, it always
deserves an encore.
Randall Newsom, WMAR 2 News. A son of Charm City who made his own way with music. All right, everybody. Dante Winslow,
Yes.
composer, producer,
Yes.
trumpeter.
Yes.
Now I want to do something fun.
Okay.
Can you walk through all of your career highlights in one answer on camera?
Let's try it.
Let's see. Good luck.
Thank you. I moved to LA. I began working with Queen Latifah, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre. I was the conductor, orchestrator, composer, and performer for the 2022 Oscars. So I have films under my belt, conducting, scoring, playing, touring.
Ah, tours. That reminds me. He is performing with his buddy Justin Timberlake, but we'll get back to that. Now, for all my Baltimore people thinking, well, how do we know he's really from here?
I started at Cross Country Elementary. I went to Falstaff Middle, School for the Arts High School, Peabody.
Yeah, from here. So coming back here is always special, taking him back to where it all began.
The goosebumps I get from this music, I want to be able to experience that with other people. And the trumpet for me was the instrument that I think God used, like Moses with a staff to part the Red Sea. I used the trumpet to just cut through all of the negativity I experienced growing up in the city.
Early on in his life, the images he saw of Baltimore were dark.
Living on North Avenue and seeing the struggle, seeing the drugs.
But between music, faith, and the right mentors, that picture started to look a lot brighter.
I've seen so much hell and pain, and then God flipped it and showed me glory and love and blessings.
Which brings us back to, being on tour with the guy many call an R&B and pop superstar. To us, he's Justin Timberlake. To Dante, he's a friend. And even on stage, if you pay close enough attention, you can tell.
It's a point where in the middle of the song, I'm singing the words, and I love this particular bridge hook. And me and him come together, and I go, right before he goes under the stage, we fist bump and we salute each other, and we have this bonding moment.
And then there's Justin just casually at their family cookout a day before the show. No big deal. So of course, Justin has to be his favorite person to perform with, right? Nope, not even close.
Never thought my dreams would come true till a friend told me about you.
His wife, Mashika.
The top thing is always going to be me and Mashika Winslow Dynasty. We have our own albums. That's the best project you're going to ever get. Why?
Well, there's the chemistry that goes back to their days at the Baltimore School for the Arts.
We're talking about a husband and a wife duo. We know that's the most magical thing in the world. We have an amazing, blessed marriage, and our music together is love on stage.
So when it's not his wife, JT, not a bad option. What you should know about Dante, if you're meeting him for the first time, when he's not composing and scoring or orchestrating or playing.
I want you to know that I'm just like you. Like, I'm the kid also that was walking through the streets with his horn, that had to catch 3 buses to school, that went to work 3 jobs while he was in college. I walked and escaped the killers and the drug dealers. My friends all did that.
That's why this visit is about more than putting on a great show at CFG Arena.
Guess what? It's still work to be done. There's still work to be done in our community and for our children. We have to pour into the kids now. Hollywood is cool. This big show is cool, but the real work is humanity.
And what better way to send that message than with a sweet melody? Randall Newsom, WMAR 2 News.
You can't see for me what I see for myself.
The fourth quarter in sports is where every moment counts. The final minutes that decide between the winners and the losers. The Baltimore rapper YG Tech, when he thinks of the fourth quarter, it means no excuses.
It's like a no BSing policy that I set for myself.
And the inspiration for his latest album.
Change gonna come, can't change. I got focused in my grind change.
What do you feel like it is that people respect about your journey and how you got here?
Just the step by step, the process, me taking the steps and not the elevator.
It's a part of the legacy he hopes to leave behind as an artist and as an entrepreneur. The motto he lives by, a brand that he literally wears on his sleeves.
I just made the clothing brand to go alongside the music, and the clothing brand took off and I had to chase it down.
How cool is it to look back at the original logo and then look at where it is now?
No, it's a beautiful sight, and I can't let the original go because some people just want that original.
Even though he says business is booming these days, he's always reminded of the small beginnings.
How I started, like this was the basic logo right here. When I first started, I was printing out t-shirts like this. This was out the trunk.
Why here? Why'd you pick this particular location for No Excuses?
I feel like it's the middle of the city, not too far east, not too far west. You know what I'm saying? And the atmosphere is great, so it wouldn't scare people away. I just feel like everything is good with this 25th Street area, and it's turning to, it's all Black-owned businesses now.
Inside the shop, you'll find something for everybody to put on.
It's welcoming, it's warming, you know, great customer service, and we're gonna help you find what you need for sure. These are our new arrivals right here.
Oh,
Yep.
hot off the press.
Yep, got a little rust brown for you right here.
Hold on now, wait a minute. This one looks like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah,
Crazy.
that's the one I'm getting, Tex, because I'm trying to look like you.
Yes.
What does the chain come with it though?
No, the chain don't come with it.
So separately.
The watch come with it though. I got you.
Oh,
the watch come with it. I got you.
I was gonna find a hookup.
Had to skip small fun.
Even though I was a little skeptical about this package deal from Tech, people around the city, especially over west, know that's just who he is, a giver.
I like being hands-on with the people, you know what I'm saying? It just reminds me of where I started from.
Was getting here tough at times? Sure.
Many a times. Many a times. But that just comes with the game.
But when he gets a chance to inspire people, especially kids, he wants them to know they can make it, even if it's the hard way, to keep them from turning to easy money on the streets. But when it gets tough,
just stay dedicated, work hard, put your best foot forward.
And if you need to know anything about YG Tech, he's always in the fourth quarter mindset with the game on the line.
Just close out strong.
Winning is the only option. When you're after a dream, staying ready. It means taking the right steps, having the right timing. So when your moment comes, it feels just like practice. That's how Notoria Leah is able to make this look so easy.
I want to be performance-wise as big as like Michael, Janet, Beyonce, Sierra, Chris Brown. For the performance aspect.
Small names.
Small names, yeah.
It helps that she already knows what it takes.
The first thing that comes to mind, probably my first BET Awards.
She's been on tour with hip-hop artist Lotto and other big names as a background dancer. But now it's her turn to be out front and show people what she can really do.
Although I love dancing behind you all, I think I can do that too. And not I think, I know.
And while she was waiting, she was working and taking notes.
I'm learning from every director, the sound, production. Dance would be my gateway. I just had to figure out how to navigate through it to get to where I want it to be.
Notoria's been playing the long game for a while, using her gift in dance to create a way in.
The goal was always music, but the goal was to do it with my dad.
She lost her father to an illness. He always encouraged her to sing.
Just so that, you know, in those times when I'm traveling and I'm away and I may be thinking about him, just look at my arm real quick and just remember that he's always there. Also, when I do things, knowing that his name lives on through me, so I gotta work hard.
I believe that made her get in touch with her emotion and the feeling that it would take to really write. We already knew she could do it. It was just she needed an extra push.
I'll give you the best of me, and in return can't break
And when she finally put pen to pad, this is what came out.
When I heard it, I was like, And I sat on it for a little bit. I probably had it for like a month or two. And then I was like, stop being a little scaredy cat and just post a song. And then I did it.
I just love the fact it's a woman's anthem. You know what I mean? It's like when you go through relationship problems, you got to dust yourself off and get on to the next part of your journey.
It's also a chance for Notori to show off her versatility and stage presence.
I want them to not just see the dancer, and I don't want them to just see the singer. I want them to see the artist.
What part did she get from Mama? I mean, the moves, the voice, what parts?
Well, you hear the rasp, right? So you know she got the song. She says sultry and low. Yeah, I just got to sing real quiet so nobody can hear.
We'll just assume Tori's voice was just a gift from above, but her mom is there every step of the way.
Well, you got to be extra.
Extra, okay.
Just happy to watch her daughter's dreams come true.
I'm so proud of you. We're so proud of you.
What are you looking for when you see her practice?
I'm looking for her to give it everything she's got. I'm looking for the spirit of excellence. I'm looking for fun in it, but I'm also looking for her to transform into her final person. This is just the beginning. This is not who she is. She is becoming.
I'm working hard just because I know it's coming. So I just want to be ready.
Well, the question is, who is the Notoria Aaliyah we're being introduced to in this moment?
I think I've learned that she's resilient, but I think I also learned that she's a really, really, really good performer. And I can't wait for people to see that.
And remember how I said she makes this look easy? Hey, you know what? If she ever needs a backup dancer, I'll be ready for the call. How would you describe these unique sounds slamming together? A groove led by a powerful percussion.
Excitement, extreme, high frequency.
The easy answer is YML and Friends. The more complicated answer is Crank.
Crank is that groove. It's basically that pocket, especially when it's originated in DC.
Okay, so we got the origin down.
Crank is universal. You know, put it in a pocket and lock it.
I still am not quite understanding based off his description, but it sounds good, so.
Let's go back to the beginning for this crew, starting with the leading man on the sticks.
I grew up in church, you know, in the DC area. I just remember music being a large part of my, you know, my everyday life. Being at church, seeing the musicians, some of the greatest in the area, being from Baltimore.
Early on, he just knew. The drums.
It had like a vibration to it. You know, y'all can actively see them hitting cymbals and stuff like that. When you're a kid, you see somebody bang on stuff.
Before he knew it, he was surrounded by inspiration.
Of course, Animal from Sesame Street. That's probably who got me into it, Animal. That's right. Paul Buggy Edwards plays for Backyard Band. That's Pops right there. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from him.
All that time, listening to the greats, got him thinking, why play just one way?
I just meshed a couple of the great drummers and GoGo together, their styles together. I meshed all of their styles into one and just kind of added my own flavor to it. He's kind of like DC's very own Questlove.
Now that's some legendary praise. He must be doing something right.
He just ride the track like a Cadillac. I think I bring versatility because I don't approach each genre traditionally, if that makes sense. Especially with like GoGo.
And together they know how to get the crowd moving.
There's a rumor, I don't know where I heard it from, that you crawl around and you might be rolling around on the floor.
Yes.
Is there any truth to that?
I crawl around the floor, I be on my knees, I sweat a lot. As long as I'm on that stage and I give the crowd what I'm feeling, and they know that they're rocking with me, that's all that matters to me.
And because they don't just play to one feeling,
no genre would be possible without feeling. Like not a single one.
They can be almost anything a crowd wants them to be. That goes for those who are close and far. YML never felt that more than when he made a trip to the motherland.
You know, their culture is our culture. You know, GoGo, it's drums, comes from Africa. We're responsible for a lot, if not all genres. You know, go from classical to jazz to blues, gospel, country.
Confirming for him that black music is in tune with all music. When Mark Carey puts his fingers to a set of keys, get ready for a lesson in music. And trust me, he's qualified to teach you a thing or two. That's because for more than 40 years, he's been a student, fine-tuning his craft.
How would you describe the feeling that music gives you?
Wow, it's life. For me, it's my lifeline.
And while he can play other instruments, the piano has his heart and his undivided attention.
What made me fall in love was just the ability to see everything. You know, the piano's the only instrument that you could see, like all the notes.
And when you know where every right note is at the right time, that's where it gets fun.
I like to improvise.
A little easier to do when you can play to 3 different genres. Let's run through it. There's GoGo with his group Indigenous People. Indian Classical with his group Focus Trio. And he can do jazz all by himself. You might be surprised, like I was, to find out Mark doesn't do it for the applause or the roar of the crowd.
What part of the process gives you the most joy?
Oh, the daily work.
Really?
Yeah, the practice, the discipline.
Practice, discipline, spoken like a true educator.
I'm a teacher, you know, just by trade and by nature.
But to him, practice is just a chance to unlock a new level of artistry.
It's just the maintenance, you know, the daily maintenance that it takes to be spontaneous.
And wherever there's music, there's a space to give game to the next generation, even in his house.
Creating these opportunities is what keeps me going.
Now, let's talk about his favorite instructors. Distant learning from the legends Duke Ellington, Herbie Hancock, and James P. Johnson. As for in-person classes,
The great Dizzy Gillespie, I started in his youth orchestra.
Tutoring with Walter Davis Jr. and John Malachi, and then a PhD in piano, thanks to the vocals of 2 women who could run their own jazz university.
There's a lot of memories that I have playing with some of the greatest musicians in the world. The great Abby Lincoln. You know, I worked with her for 13 years. I was her pianist. The great Betty Carter. These women were very significant in the development of my career and many other musicians like me.
What they did for him, he wants to do for as many as he can. It's his way of saying thank you to music.
I don't think words could really describe the feeling that I have being a part of art and, you know, the expression of Black culture.
That's okay, Mark. Words, they're overrated, especially when you can do this. Randall Newsom, WMAR 2 News.